This is a revision of Strategic Business Leader, and the question is about cybersecurity from consultant to operations director. As requested, please see below sections for your report. To board members about cybersecurity, we need to cybersecurity. The need to cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the protection of an individual's or organization's technology and data from unauthorized access or attack. Because NCCP, like all individuals and organizations, use technology, it is a risk of cyber attack. NCCP relies on technology to operate. For example, technology is used to teach courses, computers for beginners, website design, and for administration, email administration, banking. It also has the website. Any of these could be at risk from a cyber attack. Although NCCP currently has controls in place around staffed password, this only presents one aspect of cybersecurity. Many hackers can circumvent password controls, so a more robust set of controls need to be considered and implemented. In practical terms, hackers might alter NCCP's website to include inaccurate or offensive content, impersonate NCCP to its stakeholders to commit fraud. Examples: sending a fake email to course participants seeking payments. Infect NCCP hardware with a virus, which could result in computer-based courses having to be cancelled. Unfortunately, there is no evidence that NCCP's small size and charitable status make it less likely to fall victim to a cyber attack. In fact, the recent media article illustrates that small charities are being targeted. Any organization which has weak cybersecurity controls is likely to be attractive to a hacker. In addition, NCCP may be targeted by a disgruntled stakeholder, for example, a course participant who disagrees with the new premium courses, or a member of staff who no longer feels respected and valued. Organizations have a legal duty to protect the data of their donors, participants, and staff. The board of directors could find themselves liable for any loss of data which arose as a result of insufficient cybersecurity controls. Actions by the board. The board of directors is collectively responsible for managing NCCP cybersecurity alongside other risks faced by the organization. For this reason, the following practical steps are recommended. First, be seen to make cybersecurity a priority. Currently, cybersecurity is seen as being the role responsibility of finance director. However, as all parts of NCCP could be impacted, it is important that all directors are seen to be making cybersecurity a priority. This means including it on the agenda of board meetings and taking other active steps as well. Seek expert advice when necessary. Directors are not expected to be technical experts in cybersecurity. Given apparent lack of practical expertise in this area and the rapid change within this field, it would be appropriate to seek expert advice from an independent consultant. Establish and communicate a clear cybersecurity policy. The processes communicated to staff about password controls are a good start in terms of raising awareness of cybersecurity and can form the basis for a more complete policy. The cybersecurity policy explains that what is and is not acceptable practice within NCCP. This policy needs to be shared with all relevant stakeholders, as staff and course participants will be working on NCCP's network. It is especially important that they understand their responsibilities. Example, what types of internet use are and are not allowed under NCCP network. Contingency plans. No cybersecurity controls are 100% secure. It is therefore important that NCCP has contingency plans in place so that they can be implemented rapidly in the case of breach. This might include protocols for backing up and retrieving data. Regular review of cybersecurity risks. Although cybersecurity risks appear to have been included in NCCP wider risk management program, a more regular review of these risks is especially important, as new cybersecurity risks are emerging all the time in the light of new technology. From consultant to operations director, subject project sponsor, and manager, as requested. Please see below content for your email to the CEO regarding your role as project sponsor and project manager. Draft. Further to our discussion about cybersecurity project, I would like to recommend why it would not appropriate for me to act as both project sponsor and project manager, and why. In my executive role, I would be most suited to be the project sponsor rather than the project manager. Separating sponsor and manager roles is advisable from a corporate governance perspective. It means that there's no single person who secures resource, spends it, and reports on its use. Acting at a senior level, the project sponsor is an ambassador for the project and ensures that other senior leaders in the organization understand and buy into the project brief. The project manager, on the other hand, needs more detailed operational expertise and works with members of the project team in order to provide immediate direction in terms of actual delivery. As operations director, I should only act as the project sponsor. The project sponsor sets the overall direction for the project, while the project manager manages the actual delivery of the project. As operational director, I have the seniority and capabilities and authority to undertake the role most effectively. In my roles as operations director and acting as project sponsor, I will be able to present the project to the board and ensure that all those impacted by the project are aware of progress and any issues. By separating the project sponsor and project manager role, I would be able to concentrate more effectively on the more senior role, and at the same time, I was able to provide an independent perspective in the project manager's operational activities. As operation director, I am in a good position to advise in broad terms how resources are being used operationally. At the initial stages of the project, it would be important for me as the sponsor to ensure that appropriate resources are made available. These resources are primarily financial, but might also include access to key resources, specific members of staff. Once these resources have been determined, it is up to the project manager to decide how best to use them in order to deliver the project. My lack of in-depth knowledge of cybersecurity technology means it would be difficult for me to manage the required operational activities to deliver this project, making me much less suitable for the project manager role than I am for project sponsor role. I trust that this sounds reasonable to you, but please do not hesitate to get in touch if you would like to discuss this further.